Hail, everybody. Thank you for coming to the Saturday meme stream with our special guest, Jason Sandberg. Jason, how you doing today, mate?
I am so busy. I am fulfilling Jupiter right now. I'm having a great time. No other stream, no other collection of misfits could pull me away from fulfillment. I am glad to be here.
I'm proud to be a misfit. I'm sorry, dude.
We're happy to have you, Jason.
What episode were you on last time, by the way?
We're close to the end of season 1, dude. This is like building up to.
Do I get a special?
Finale.
Do I get any kind of special benefits for being like the third time on here? Is there anything special happening?
Third time?
I don't know. You know what we'll do is we'll give you a special Jupiter card with the Legion on it.
Yeah.
See, you already got it. You see how generous we are.
Yeah, the last 2 months have been a blur, but it's fantastic to be here. Not only have I been on here a couple of times, I've been on your individual shows, many of your individual shows. So I appreciate the camaraderie. It's great to be here. Can't wait to talk about Snow White, etc., etc., etc.
Oh yes, we got some news on that, by the way. But before we do that, I do want to bring up the Indiegogo. Jason, do you want to let the people know what's going on with that?
Yeah, so Indiegogo is it's in demand right now, meaning that as you order these, I'll be shipping them out and processing them. The printing is already done. In fact, I've got in my studio here, I've got 4,000 copies of this thing. So there's plenty to go around. So please go take a look at it. It's 40 pages full color for $13. Plus you get 2 PVC cards. You get a Captain Klein Bottle Fan Club membership card, and you get an official Legion of Memers licensed to meme. That's right. If you need to clear any meme checkpoints, if you want to avert a catastrophe with the meme police, or if, God forbid, China and Russia engage in a meme war, you're going to want to have your official Legion of Memers licensed to meme. So Jupiter's 40 pages full color is full of superheroics and surrealism and satire. It will make you think without telling you what to think. So if you love comic books, particularly Silver Bronze Age comics and French weird comics, please check out Jupiter. Take a look. It successfully hit $8,500. I'm very honored as a first-time creator to have achieved that, and it's in demand. And basically, it's on Indiegogo as a storefront. You can go check it out and pick up a copy.
Awesome, man! Yeah, we can't wait. I'm so excited. Thank you again for coming on. I know it was short notice, but I appreciate you, man. It's always great to have you on.
Thank you.
So let's get started with quick intros really quick. We got a person down at the bottom. Devil made me do it. Do you want to let the people know who you are, what you do, and where to find you?
Yeah, I'm Devil Made Me Do It, Alec3 on the Twitters. If you like memes, check it out. Check out my channel on YouTube, Beelzehub, where we do Get Ranked every Sunday. This week is going to be action movie characters ranked. We got Culture Casino, we got ETEP, we got Samuel and Ryan. And we're going to rank them.
Very nice. That's exciting, man.
Yeah.
Very controversial stream. Very.
Yeah. Dermy will have a response video.
True Pop Culture.
Number 1.
True Pop Culture, how's your week going? You had a pretty good day today, huh?
Nothing much going on, guys. Just a casual neurotic follow on Twitter, Nothing big, just happens, really. Anyway, yeah. Hello there, everyone. I haven't been on them for a long time. So, I'm back. No more Coom Spider. True Pop lives. Coom Spider is dead.
Coom Spider?
I miss Coom Spider.
Coom. I like the Coom Spider.
Too bad.
Oh, when you say it, it sounds horrible.
That's creepy.
Coom Spider.
So I'm True Pop Culture 7 here to laugh and think about pop culture stupidity. I recently released a Friday Night Tights highlight titled "Proof That God Has a Sense of Humor." I guess it's the recent, wardrobe falling on the FNT. And it seems to go a lot of likes on Twitter. So I'd like to thank everyone for
well done, buddy.
The time to watch that. It's surprising that that one, out of all the videos, that one just blew up. expecting this kind of support. So yeah, I appreciate it.
That's how these things go, man. It's the ones you least expect take off, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
CJP, mate. I saw that you are you releasing something shortly, or is it already released?
Well, no, I did release a new song. Not the one I showed backstage. That's for down the road. But I also do have my show starting on Thursday at 7 p.m. Central, the Forgotten One cast. So I'll be doing my first episode solo, see how that goes and how horribly badly I'm going to mess it up. But, you know, and it's just a show about music. I'm just going to talk about, music in all its forms. Next week, Paul Hadouken's going to join me. We're going to talk about self-recording and, you know, how that's changed over the years. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what all comes up on that.
Awesome, man. I can't wait to see it. I got that little taste of the behind the scenes music and I was rocking out to that. Camera was off though. I apologize. Horny Alf, mate. How you doing?
Hey, Rox. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, I've been absent from a lot of streams lately, but I'm trying to get back into it. I've been focusing on my gaming channel. I was supposed to play with Lethal Lightning tonight, but he's having issues with his Game Pass, so we may reschedule that. But tomorrow night, me and Ryan Reaper from the Legion are going to finish up our playthrough of Halo 1. And then I'll be on Vets Talking tonight. So
awesome, man. That sounds like a lot of fun. Playing games with Lethal, Maz, and that whole crew is always a blast.
By the way, you sound a lot more lively, Honey Alf. Like, did you get a new mic or something?
I got a new headset about a month ago. I just haven't been streaming as much as I usually do. So.
All right. Okay. You can definitely hear like a much more chipper voice than
full-bodied.
Sounds so sexified.
Silky and full body.
Well, hello.
What does that even mean, chipper, by the way?
You'll go far, son.
Horny Alf is about to get Legion simps.
Bring them.
Cloud has to be first.
Yeah, I saw how excited you were when I said that, Dermy.
Dermy is my simp.
I'm everybody's
your gimp.
The gimp.
Hang on, guys. Is that the origin of the word simp from gimp? Does it originate from that?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd made a discovery there.
Listen, Pop,
okay.
We'll explain it on Friday,
Late
man.
Night Mayhem.
We'll
explain more stuff to you.
We'll get that.
You can't.
What's the origin of simp? Essentially,
you can't trust the online Urban Dictionary anymore. It's gone woke. You can't trust anything on that.
No.
So don't try to look it up there.
We're not going to look it up there. We're going to do research and we're going to tell about gerbils.
Oh yeah, I saw that meme last night. I'm sitting there drinking a drink and it comes out my nose. I was like, what the hell is that? But Dermy, do you want to let the people know what you've been up to, mate?
Late night gerbil mayhem.
I've been sleeping a lot because of my new schedule, and because of my new schedule, I've been doing late night streams. So we got Monday mornings at basically 2 a.m. and Friday mornings at usually 4 a.m. I do a late night mayhem stream, even though it's like early morning stream, but it's late night mayhem, where it has become its own thing. Where Devil Made Me Do It, True Pop, Kenzo, and Cloud come on, and we talk about random stuff. We have some pop topics here or there, but we're also introducing a new segment where we're teaching True Pop about degeneracy.
Well, no, we're teaching him about the birds and the bees and the bees and the birds.
Degenerate things you do with those birds and bees.
What did I hear about last stream? Right, they showed a gerbil. That was
the problem is all the larger birds are endangered, so it's no fun.
The birds that now identify as bees, but still want to be with birds.
He thinks KY has a meaning. We're gonna just leave it there, and he will not leave this alone.
I didn't know what KY was. Like, I really didn't know.
He thought it was food, but
you said it in a sentence without including food, so I thought it was food. Like, okay, it's like, pardon me for interpreting that like a normal human being.
Yes,
like,
True Pop. Make sure you go down to your local shop and ask them if they have any KY to and see.
It does go with cucumber. It does go with cucumber. So technically, It does
We
mix
also
with
did-
And an extra topping on the back taco, right, Dermy?
Yes, extra toppings.
Yeah,
And we
down
also
there.
did Ballbusters last night, where we had an interesting debate for
Mhm.
roughly the first hour and a half between me and other Adam, old Adam that everybody sided with in the end, even my own chat. But I thought that went well, and we hyped that up. We did promos and everything, and then he comes in doing a "I'm the Real American" video, trying to hype himself up even more, and it got my video copyrighted. So,
Oh, no.
Oh, bro.
so that's being disputed right now. Granted, it is also unlisted, but you can always check out all my streams on their playlist. So just go to the playlist side and you'll find it all. Ballbusters, Late Night Mayhem.
Oh, I didn't
Watch
know
at
you
your
could
own
do that.
risk. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
if you do a channel like mine where I put out daily videos and do live streams, unlisting your live streams helps your daily videos.
Hey, nothing
Oh,
good.
that's
Your live
nifty.
streams up.
Nothing
Yeah,
good
if you leave
happens
your-
after. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m.
Yeah, pretty much. We also did a Rumble exclusive last night, so I'm also trying to do that after 2 hours. We're just going to do an hour over on Rumble, so try to build
Nice.
that up.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Kenzo, man, what you been up to?
Oh man, I'd like Dermy said this week, I've learned so much. I've learned new things about grapefruits and blindfolds. We've gone into the history of gerbils quite a lot. And I've just been doing working on a little bit of animation in the background for the full Aussie. Yeah, and that's about it.
Did you learn
Yeah,
about?
I was watching the full Aussie Day. You got a couple of shout outs with Flawed on. It was
I
awesome.
caught Floyd's roast last night as well. That was quite an enjoyable watch. I see you on there, sir.
Was that on Kriggler's
Yeah.
channel?
No, it was on Flawed TV's
It was
channel.
on Floyd,
Oh,
and
okay.
then they went over to Rumble.
I need to go back and watch that because I dropped some memes for that.
Oh yeah, we saw
Yeah.
that. But yeah,
And,
man, I'm hyped as usual to be here with you guys on Saturday, and let's get into this.
Yeah, no, just really quick. Big shout out to Flawed, who had me on his stream yesterday on Rumble, his roast stream. Adam Krigler did lead that stream, and he did a great job. I came in and screwed it up, but we all had fun. So I really appreciate being there. And everybody who actually put memes down in the thread that Adam made, I think we have like Friday Night Tights level of memes.
Yeah,
I think it was like over 60, which was just absolutely incredible. You guys really came out and supported somebody. It was supported Flawed for his birthday, which was fantastic.
Just quickly, Soups, while we're on that Krigler meme you made this week, dude, that was sublime, man. The one that you showed when we had Melee Games on, the Nightmare meme.
Oh yes, the clip video. Yeah,
Yes.
Big shout out to Side Scrollers who requested I send them that video, and because they've been on vacation, they've been posting different videos on, and they posted that on their channel, which is really cool. Thank you guys so much. I spent probably about 3 or 4 hours working on that, so it's always
well
great
deserved,
when
man. It was sick. It was really unsettling to watch. Like
that was my first time dabbling in horror. So
to me, what was unsettling to watch was your freaking ass meme that I keep seeing on my timeline. It's just torture.
Oh yes, I forgot to put that in the list of things to bring up. But which one was it? The original or the one with both of them in it?
Yes. Whatever has ass or cutesy shapes and things. Screw that, man. No, I don't want to see that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Since you said something, well, we might want to talk about it a little bit later. But let's give a huge shout out to chat right now because without them, we would not have a show. We have Tina hopping in chat. Says, "Good afternoon, friends. Good afternoon to you. Thank you so much." We have Skirmitar hopping in before we started, saying late and gay. Thank you, Skirmitar.
Early.
I love how Skirmitar in his intro of the full Aussie made me like a like a Thai freaking jungle person.
Yeah, he had me as a black guy. I said to Flawed, "What do you mean, you people?"
It was a great intro. Congratulations, Skirmitar, for always knocking it out of the park. That show was flawed, was fantastic. We also have Static 2020 saying, "Yo to you, mate. Thanks for hopping in, mate." Mags, hopping in.
Majestic Mags.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just call her Mags. Leave me alone. I can't read. Oh wow, I actually made it to live this time. Well, yeah, I appreciate you hopping in. Mags also came in and said, "Smash that like button, please and thank you. If you like the content, please subscribe. Check out our other shows as well. We have a good time typically. Hopefully." Static says, "I barely can almost barely recognize Duramy. It's a good thing no one else looks as gay as him."
I'm going back to the gym.
What's your first thought? Says, "Hail, horny elf."
Elf? Okay.
Yeah, elf.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Z3PO says, "Simp stands for squirrel in my pants."
That checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
Sounds legit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're
Paul
actually discussing that. What's the audio of that?
Says, hail to you, mate.
Hail.
Appreciate you. And what else? Have I missed anybody? Oh, Mags, you are amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, Megs is awesome. She took a break a little while back, but she's back, and
I'm
she's
glad
got a Discord now. So
awesome. I mean, she Mags, reach out to me. I'll send you a link to our Discord, which we will be opening after monetization, and then everybody who's a member will also be able to join the Discord, and things will get hectic from there, I'm assuming. What's your first thought? Says, my bad, I fucked it up.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. He is elf now. I want all the elf memes of elf.
It's elf. Just do an elf with the pointy ears. There you go.
I'm Miss Perry.
So before we get started to the main show, I did want to wish a happy birthday to Flawed and Lila Hart, whose birthday was yesterday.
Are you singing happy birthday?
Nice.
You could sing happy birthday, but we would have our viewership drop to 0 if I did.
I got to meet.
If we do it solo, it's not the same,
I got to meet Lila in Dallas. She's a sweetheart. She really is.
Oh, rub it in, why don't you?
But I just wanted to really quick show everybody the thread Adam tagged the Legion of Memers, myself and Extra Zero in it. If you guys ever have a meme or anything, make sure to tag the Legion of Memers, hashtag Legion of Memers, or at us, and we'll be sure to check it out and retweet. But we got a whole bunch going on over here. So much it's taking forever to load. Like, it is absolutely insane how many. It is just crazy. So I appreciate everybody coming out and doing them memes. So let's get started with the news that's been on everybody's minds. The
Back taco.
What was it? Mm-hmm. Disney. Your mind. That's your mind. So apparently those pictures, I knew this was going to cause a problem, right? Because everybody was memeing it and everything. I was like, these guys are going to make this all about right wing and all that crap. So what the frack is happening?
Oh my god, it's so disgusting. Why don't you use ad blocker? You god.
And it's just automatically playing too. Leave me alone.
There's this thing called Brave Browser that has ad blocker built in, and it works with StreamYards perfectly. Why don't you use it?
Mm-hmm. There's also plenty of other options.
Could you have been any more condescending then, Dermy?
No. Well,
but
yeah,
so basically,
ad blocker. Ew.
Yeah, so Mags is actually ahead of the game, We have an update to this where they were actually real. Originally, they were saying they were not real. And then today, I saw that Az put out a video saying that they were. So I went and checked for myself from the same source.
It came out yesterday. That
So is it
was,
only the ones shared by
100%
conservative? Oh, sorry, Danny.
No, you're good. You're good.
Fake news.
I'm saying, is it only the ones that conservatives shared are misleading then, and the other ones are normal then?
I'm not really sure, but basically, they said they were not real, and then they later backtracked, which is hilarious.
Yeah, supposedly they were using stand-ins, but they do that all the time. They're trying to set up a shot and they see how it looks, but they put people in who aren't actors because the actors aren't there or whatever. But they are the real thing. The costumes, I think, is.
By the way, that sense is, you idiots! You've captured their stunt doubles.
So my understanding is that as this news is kind of circulating and hitting the newswires yesterday, it was Hunter Biden who said, "I'm very excited to go see Snow White." And then they told him it was a movie, and he said,
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
he was super excited.
So when I saw the photos, my first reaction was, "Oh, cool! Snow White's going to jump forward in time and go to Woodstock." And
he probably thought
no.
He probably thought it was his coked up prostitute, essentially, one of his strippers.
You know, they do look like they've just come out of Glastonbury Festival.
I'll be honest. When I first saw the pictures, I was like, "I'm not awake enough for this," and I went back to sleep.
They're not even.
I didn't think they were real, but they are
more like Mozart height. They're just sort of like short-ish people. They're not dwarves.
Yeah.
Well, no, the one in the very back who's probably going to be dopey because he looks like he's probably going to be a dope user.
A dope fiend.
He's kind of tall. And then there's a weird one in the front.
Peter
we don't really get a picture
stole
of him.
the jobs of dwarves. So this is just
they told us
no, they haven't
wouldn't be
dwarf.
dwarves.
It's fine.
So.
It's fine.
Are they still going to have the
dwarf.
same name?
So shouldn't they have had like motion capture sensors on, and what could they be doing to these people that would require a stunt double in the first place? So I think it's highly suspicious.
Well, they're not stunt doubles. They're just stand-ins, but they're not going to do dwarfs. Remember, what's his name from Game of Thrones?
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage cried about it, and they said, "Okay, we're not going to use dwarfs for the 7 dwarfs." So
and then the dwarves came out and got all pissed off about that.
They took our jobs. But in this case,
thanks, Peter.
So is dwarves now an acronym for something, and they're like a covert team of
Yeah.
what's the
Oh man,
comics division is the team leader.
Hey, guys, those dwarf actors, they should definitely strike. Oh no, wait.
Well, nobody would see them. Okay.
All you see is just the top of the signs.
Hi ho, off the picket line we go.
But I had a huge feeling like when the memes were coming out of it, I'm like, the media is just gonna be like the right wing and the wrong, and I'm like,
we're already racist.
We're not conspiracy.
This conversation's already racist. We do know that.
I'll be honest. I have literally no care in the world for the Snow White debacle because I hate Rachel Zegler. I don't think she's attractive. She is a racist monster up the wazoo. I am ready for this movie just to come out, be done, and be dead.
Oh, it's gonna bomb. That's for sure.
She's not bad on the eye, but
no, she is ugly on the eyes. We went over it last night. She is ugly.
The freaking witch. That's what bothers me.
Yeah, but
it is like putting like a plate of bread with like a ready-made sandwich. It's not fair.
You're putting an ugly person up against Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot is an 11 out of 10, and
she's
Snow White
7.
Yeah.
What's your first thought? It does have a good question. As we look at these people in the lineup, we should treat it like a police lineup and figure out what drugs are each of them carrying, because they do look like dirty.
I think the guy in the back has the most drugs, to be perfectly honest. Although everybody else is probably on something. Like that dwarf in the front was probably on tons of stuff with that.
Probably they look like ketamine.
They're all on grass.
Out of happiness.
So since it's politically incorrect to have dwarves and they can't hire short people to play dwarves, I am going to try and think of what would be the covert covert team acronym for dwarf? Like, how I'm gonna give me a few minutes here. I'll try to figure out what dwarf could stand for. If it's
Disney
not,
white activist white.
Wow, that was
Disney
quick.
white activist removal squad.
No, the removal
whoa,
firm.
land speed record. Good job,
Kat,
Kenzo.
what do you think the acronym stands for?
FAG.
I missed out the F.
Disney white.
So I did want to bring up another topic, which I think is super important for people like us and our community. Basically, Hollywood is shutting down.
Rejoice.
Now,
Yay.
I don't know what side you are on, but either way, it's good for small creators because now you can create content out there and people actually watch it because new movies are not coming out. New shows are not coming out. Where are people going to go? They're going to go to the streaming services.
Well, new movies are coming out, but the movies that were in production now have fully stopped.
Yeah, apparently Deadpool 2 or Deadpool 3 has stopped. Dune was supposed to make a surprise appearance at Comic-Con, which they're not going to be doing anymore either. So it's speaking of Comic-Con, we have Eric July and Nerdrotic, I think, are going to be over there, if I'm not mistaken.
Most importantly, Gabe El Taib is going to be there because some of you might know the lore of him and Mark Brooks.
Yeah.
And by the way, I did get Truth, Justice, the American Way yesterday. This is a beautiful book. Go check it out. Gabe is Eric July's colorist, and he got lured into taking Mark Brooks up on his threat to come at me, bro. So just point of procedure. It's equally important that Gabe is there at Comic-Con.
Yes, it is. Very awesome.
Absolutely.
Because it wasn't Gabe worked on Superman for a while, right?
Yep.
Somebody else.
The Superman, son of Superman.
Yeah, he worked on it and got very upset because he's very religious and also super pro-American, and he was not happy with what he was having to do, so he left, which is based.
On the upside,
Okay,
though,
awkward silence time.
all the shows that are being filmed in other places, such as House of Dragons season 2, are still going forward.
I believe so because that's like True Pop and Kenzo Country. Their rules are weird and different.
What country? Like seriously, how long are you guys going to keep this up? Like
the one with
Poland.
Where do you
is
live,
a
Pop?
country.
the
It's
one
on the
with
map.
great in
Pop.
its name.
Pop, where do you live?
I moved to
Virginia.
Poland.
Where do you live?
I moved to Poland.
Did you really?
Seriously, I'm in Poland right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, damn. I didn't know that.
He's lying.
He's lying.
I think he's lying. I think he's bullshitting
He's doing
us
it for
because he
the
wants us
bit.
to call him a Polish. He still lives in Britain. I'm willing to play
still
that
in
game.
Great Britain.
You can smell the tea on him.
You can smell the crumpets.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm in Poland.
You can smell the
We
wheat.
caught True Pop Culture on a lie. He's shitting biscuits right now.
Can smell the smell the beans on toast.
I thought good Catholic boys don't lie.
I never said I don't lie.
Then you're not a good Catholic boy.
You're being tempted by the devil next to you, man.
Well, he's being corrupted by me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of
You bring out the
devil,
less in me.
not devil made me do it, but basically, did you guys see the video? I'm assuming most of you guys saw Friday Night Tights last night, and they brought up this video of Ron Perlman. Did you guys see this?
Towhead.
Fuck yeah.
The man
Yeah.
that I didn't see all of it, but I can't get over the fact that he looks like a silverback gorilla.
It does actually.
Green Rock.
Shaved Yeti.
Bouncing off of Kenzo, I did figure out what the acronym for dwarves is. If you want to throw it up, I threw it in the chat. You want to throw it up, and then we can laugh at Ron Perlman.
Disney white actor removal vocational equity squad. That's not
I like this a lot.
Nice.
You got white employees hiding closets going, the dwarfs are after me.
So, I know Friday Night Tags played this, but for those of you who missed it, let's see what Ron Perlman has to say about the
God damn,
Ron's pearls of wisdom, yo.
Isn't this Hunter Biden in 10 years?
No. This is Hunter Biden currently.
So let's check it out. How unhinged he is on
one
this one.
thing before I get off this. The motherfucker who said we're going to keep this thing going until people start losing their houses and their apartments. Listen to me, motherfucker. There's a lot of ways to lose your house. Some of it is financial. Some of it is karma. And some of it is just figuring out who the fuck said that. And we know who said that.
Fuck.
And where he fucking lives.
What the fuck?
Bro,
Exactly.
that's
a straight
Right.
Does that not sound like an actual credible
That's an
threat?
actual threat.
That's a threat.
Especially because I'm pretty sure Ron Perlman lives in California. You know, these are a bunch of weirdo people. He probably knows where he does actually live and stuff like that. And I think that is an actual cause of threat, but I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah, like I hope they can go after him for this one. They can like actually put him in legal trouble for this.
Right. So the thing that he's talking about is someone reported that, hey, these studios are going to wait until you're poor, essentially, and quit striking. Right. So why is he threatening the guy who's doing the reporting of that news? Why not threaten the studios? Like, the studio is the enemy here in your case. Like, this guy is just, I don't know, giving out a source, essentially. So why is he
I
threatening
hate
him?
both sides. I want them both to lose. Let's continue this. I like this.
There's a lot of ways to lose your house. You wish that on people. You wish that families starve while you're making $27 fucking million a year for creating nothing. Be careful, motherfucker. Be really careful. Because that's the kind of shit that stirs shit up. Peace out.
You know,
half these writers make more money than I do, and they make shit.
Mm-hmm.
What did they say the average salary for a writer was? It's like something. It's six figures. I know that.
Yeah, it's six figures. It's a fuck ton of money.
You know who paid us a fuck ton of money? The Daredevil She-Hulk episode writer. I mean, that is way too much money, in my honest opinion.
That residual
if you gave me that script, I'd just like hand it back to you. I'm like, do that again, but start from scratch. You know, otherwise you're not going to get your paycheck.
He was talking about his residual check, but he didn't talk about what was his salary when he was on the show.
But also,
I find it interesting. Oh, sorry.
Hold
on. Can I just finish this point? Yeah. I find it interesting that it was the Daredevil episode that was revealed the pay for. You know, none of the other She-Hulk episodes. You know, no one cares about those episodes. It's the Daredevil She-Hulk episode. Of course, they have to be paid a lot. You know, and it's just low amount. But yeah, go on, Jason.
Do we know, was that residual check like a quarterly check or a monthly check, or any idea there?
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is how much was it? It was like 230.
I thought it was $300 something.
Let me check.
I thought it was 296.
That's very specific.
I know.
Either way, I mean, you would think that residuals from like a TV show
$396.
Thousands.
Yeah,
there you go, man. The brain went wrong.
So I can kind of see their point on the streaming side of things, because they do get royally screwed on streaming.
Yeah, but how much was he making when he was there on salary?
Yeah.
Probably six figures. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, also, like, when it comes to the streaming side, that we don't know if they're actually getting screwed over or not, or if they're getting their legitimate royalties, because we don't get the numbers and they don't get the numbers. So this is the one thing I agree with on all the protesters.
Yeah,
all the strikes and everything. Yes, give us those numbers, because that will be funny. That will be loving, and that will be able to point to each of these writers that are shit, that your stuff's shit. Please,
in terms
just
of
accept that your stuff's shit.
in terms of stuff that gets put on a subscription service, surely they get paid regardless, of the views, because it's subscribers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like your monthly subscriber base is the most important.
That's how the streamers make money. Like the streaming services make money. They don't care about the views. They care about the subscriptions. The thing is, though, writers care about residuals and how many times these things are actually getting watched, because that's how they make their money. So like Friends writers and the Friends actors have oogles of money because that thing's constantly being played. Same with The Office, South Park, what have you. Those people make a lot of money because it's always going on and on and on. Whereas in this situation, when it's all streaming, don't really know how much money you actually do need to be paid, while how much money they're actually making and how many people are actually watching, because all those numbers are hid behind paywalls and stuff. So.
And it's like they don't have ad revenue from Disney so much, do they? It's all like product placement and stuff like that.
They're working on an ad revenue tier, but all of them are.
And there's also pretty solid speculation that Disney is using it's basically trading these products amongst its different divisions to hide losses and so forth. So even if there's quote unquote payments to stream a product, that doesn't mean that when things net out that anybody actually made any money, right?
Yeah. A good example was Lightyear, which Disney ended up paying Disney Plus, which are separate divisions, but they still fall under Disney, like a few $1 million to stream for the rights to stream Lightyear. But all that is you have money here, you're just moving it over here to make it look like you're making money, but in reality, you didn't really make money. So that's what a lot of Disney things are doing. This is what a lot of these streaming services are finding out is, when we used to license this stuff out to like Netflix and Hulu, we made money because they'd have to pay us for these rights, but now we're just paying ourselves and we're losing money. So, and I'm not signing up for Peacock to watch The Office as much as I like it. I'm not signing up for another freaking service. God.
I swear to God, everybody's like, oh yeah, get these services. It's better than cable. Yeah. Now it's worse than cable, because even if you pay for like no ads, you'll still get ads for that streaming service in the beginning of the fucking thing.
Yeah. A lot of these streaming services that got in on the ground on doing the free thing from the beginning, they're the ones that are probably the best off, because they've got ads, but they're free. So people were more likely to buy something or to download something that's free than
things like Tubi are probably going to do just fine.
Yeah, I don't mind the ads on Tubi because I know I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
I miss that. The other thing is,
I'm paying for it.
Like when we were youngsters, commercials were a pain in the ass because you get up and use the restroom or whatever. But now with the streaming, even though there's ads, you can always go back and watch. You can rewind basically, right?
Yeah.
With streaming, you can rewind. So, I've got Amazon Prime for other reasons. So I've got the Amazon streaming service. So I don't even mind the ads on there. And then I've got a subscription to YouTube because I watch so much YouTube. I don't want to sit through. I don't want to sit through commercials there. But by and large, like my wife and I will just every month we'll pick like a different service for the kids because we don't have time to watch it. So we'll flip between Netflix and
even kids now are used to on-demand viewing. They want to watch what they want when they want. They don't want to have to wait till 4:00 on Thursday to catch the next episode. They're not interested in that.
Yeah. I'm proud to say I've finally canceled my Netflix as well. Took me a while. Now I only have Prime. So I should have done it when QT's
services. So
yeah.
But it's also easy now too. Like 6 months from now, if there's something you want to go back and watch on Netflix, it's just easy to flip it back on for a month, right?
Yeah, you just pay, and a lot of people are doing just making a bunch of email accounts and just getting it for a month free. Because what there's not a whole lot on there. Okay, I'll watch it for a month, turn it off, wait till something else or the new season of what I actually want to watch comes back. And in the meantime, we're watching YouTube, which is pretty much free unless you want to do the ad-free tier or do it like how I do it, which is because I have to work and I'm always on my phone. I'm just background play, and you have to pay for background play. So that's awesome. Other than that, you don't really pay for much.
Yeah, we did have them all at one point. We had to sort of streamline recently because we weren't.
Oh yeah, like
watching
it's as much as it's more than cable.
Mhm.
Well, I have a bunch of the streaming services, but I don't have cable. I got rid of my traditional cable, traditional internet. I got Starlink, and I stream like 4 or 5 services. But I only have the services because I have 5 kids, so I gotta have something to play, you know. But
Yeah.
Doesn't know how to
You're
pull
a
out.
good Christian man. No.
Jesus,
well,
you're right.
They call me horny.
Get
for a reason.
off of her.
Horny, are you Catholic? That was not.
Yeah, I'm finding it hard to get my kids into shows. They're more interested in YouTube, you know, and YouTube.
Well, yeah, because YouTube's becoming the main thing. Like what the writer's strike and actors strike. Now, the actors strike will probably end a whole lot sooner because, I mean, you need the actors. The writer's strike, though, what it started pointing out is when nobody really cared about the late night shows being canceled and everything like that, well, YouTube exists. YouTube creators have becoming more popular. Twitch streamers, what have you. These are the people that are becoming more and more of the stars.
Especially for youngsters.
Yes, and Mr. Beast is super freaking popular for a reason. Is because the kids know who he is. Everybody knows who Mr. Beast is. I don't like his work. It's not for me, but everybody likes him. These are the people that are becoming stars. At one point in time, it was PewDiePie. PewDiePie was almost a household name at one point. Now it's Mr. Beast for sure. Like and
Laserbeam. My little one likes Laserbeam.
And then you told me about this toilet thing.
Yeah.
Skibbity toilet. Oh my god. Yeah.
We watched one of those.
And there's TikTok.
Oh.
I don't like
TikTok. Nobody's
stuff.
Yes.
And it's not so much
ice cream. Yum.
Not because of the provocative content. It's more that 30-second content form. My kid had sat there for about 10 minutes watching I don't know how many videos. We asked him, can you remember anything from you've just watched in the last 10 minutes? And he really couldn't. Like, they just don't take it in. They're sitting there in a trance just with bullshit being fed into their brain, quite frankly. Yeah.
It
sure.
kills
So
your
it's
brain.
funny.
It kills
it's
your
funny you bring
attention
up
span.
TikTok because there's
Why?
been a viral video that has gone around. And
You're not going to make
yes,
us watch ice cream,
this
yum,
video
yum, yum.
I'm about to bring up
Bro,
is
this is
edited.
AIDS.
So
What the fuck? I hate
top
you.
one-
I hate you. I
the
hate you with a
top
passion.
one is what has gone viral. The bottom one is as mocking it, but with my own style. So here, check it out, guys.
Naughty ass. Naughty boy.
Yum!
Why?
Damn it, yum!
Yum. Go fuck yourself.
You know what? Because you did this, I'm going to show you my edit of it. Because you made me watch this.
Enough
I'm gonna
of
bring
the
up my
TikTok.
edit.
Enough.
No. I'm bringing
I
up my
see
edit.
Jeremy
Thank
doing
you
this
for-
on the weekends.
You know what's great, Dermy? You realize you have no mod powers right now, right?
No, I'm pulling it up. You're gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it. Share it.
What have we become?
You know.
Okay, so Dermy, is this your edit?
Yes, this is my edit.
I hate.
Okay, is it appropriate for the stream?
Yes, it is appropriate for the
hope-
stream. It's
Alright.
funny. I played it last night. It's actually a clip on my channel now.
Ice cream, yum!
Oh, ice cream.
Yes, Wookie.
So
Wookie be bad. Why would you do that to yourself, man? You know it's going to be clipped. As I think does it because he knows it's going to be clipped.
all those people waiting for the asteroid to hit the Earth and take it all away. Disappointment. It's not coming for at least another 100 years.
Is anybody like mildly curious to see like the first time she like did the how did that happen, right? Like nobody turns on the camera and starts doing that, right? So what was the evolution? What was the trial and error?
Fetish.
The Joker arc.
Apparently,
I
it's
think
called
there's
an
adult versions.
NPC fetish.
Okay.
So it might be something that's going around. I've never heard of.
There's another one that Cloud
yeah.
found. That
of course, Cloud found it. Of course,
the girl that's doing it is blatantly like low effort and stuff, but then
I've
she'll
seen
do
that
like,
one.
ooh,
The balloon
ooh.
pop thing.
Yeah, the
And
pop.
that was clipped, Jeremy. That was.
you know, I am not a very good Christian, but when I see these TikToks, good God, it makes me want to pray.
It does.
For the damnation
Well, I
of
see
the
this week. I saw this week. It was AI animations, and they keep doing these Family Guy ones, and apparently they keep predicting that the heat death of the universe is going to be on the 14th of August, 2036. Like,
that's nice.
It's very specific.
Well, it was this TikTok stuff that introduced this weird number bull crap that you can manifest destiny if you do these numbers just right in the real world. These are cheat codes to success, and it's so mind-numbingly stupid. I categorize my TikTok to be nothing more than attractive girls dancing, and now I don't even want to look at that because I'm convinced it's trying to create monsters.
Yeah, that sounds like the girl that's into astrology.
Devil, why did you have to make TikTok? Seriously.
It makes me think if this is a simulation, can't they try a little harder?
Like, I think, like, okay,
it is. And you
TikTok is apparently normal in China, like helpful tips and stuff like that.
They don't have a TikTok. They have something else.
Yep.
Yeah,
they have something else that's not TikTok.
They're not trying to bring down the collapse of China's economy and their civilization. They're trying to bring down the collapse of ours.
To rot our children's brains.
Well, TikTok is an example of the fast food generation. We want our entertainment quick and easy and on demand, and in short doses.
Entertainment. What the?
Is it entertainment or is it just stimulus? I don't think
that's exactly what it is. It's just stimulus. It's just
it does get you because you watch it out of curiosity. You're like, oh, what's this? And you click on one video. Before you know it, you've swiped through 4 or 5, and you're like, oh my god.
When you start seeing a girl in lingerie dancing around, you kind of don't want to look away.
So.
And then you check out the link tree, and then you go onto the OnlyFans page, and then
oh, it's a gateway. It's a gateway to OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's a gateway.
Okay, all right.
Gateway to OnlyFans.
And then you realize it's true pop and drag, and you're all like, oh no.
Twitter's like that too, and Instagram, and
I am not into thoughts.
It is a trap. Kenzo's been tricked far too many times with
no. I've never watched the top before in my life.
I have, I'll admit it.
Do you swear?
You watch Dermy though, don't you?
Well, that's
exactly.
I am 100% a thought. I am 100% an e-thought. Give me money.
It's a bad thought. A very bad thought.
Not doing that again though. Okay.
I'll simp over Dami. That's all good.
Oh, thank you, Kenzo. You'll be rewarded.
I mean, chat just wants to get you wasted, Dermy.
Well, yeah, usually.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, but then I got this thing called Jameson yesterday. Took 3 shots of that and said we're done with this for tonight.
So you're saying you're still hungover?
No, I was not hungover. That thing tasted like death. That was
it's called growth, Dermy. It's called growth.
No, Jameson is death.
That's a blend, man. It's not good.
What's the percentage?
I'm gonna be gifting this to somebody and telling them yes,
already open.
Yes,
that's Irish whiskey blend, isn't it? It's not good.
Oh, okay, so it's probably bad. Okay.
I'm gonna gift this to somebody. Whoever wants it, you can have it. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. It's amazing. I just opened it.
Send it to Kenzo. I'm sure he'd enjoy it.
Don't worry.
He's probably got the taste buds for it, because Kenzo, you're British. You have terrible taste.
I don't drink.
Buds, so. No. I'm just talking about British food in general is terrible. So I bet your taste buds would be able to handle that essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I love it how True Pop is trying to get Kenzo, but True Pop, you've also eaten UK food, so
Yeah,
I mean,
and
Bro,
it's
he's
bad.
talking about.
Hey,
I mean, he
Yeah,
is a
Captain
Brit.
Scone.
Pop,
He is a
Pop.
Brit.
Polish
What's
cuisine
Weetabix?
is one of the best. All right,
True
that's
Brit.
all I'm gonna say.
True
Hey,
Brit.
You
hey,
eat
Pop,
wheat.
what's
Yeah, you have
Weetabix?
you have Weetabix for breakfast.
All right, Weetabix is too expensive. All right, and the only thing is like chocolate chip is worth
What is
buying, to be honest, but,
Weetabix?
yeah.
These guys are dumbfounded. They have no idea what you're talking about right now.
It's a cereal. It's like a biscuit cereal.
But what does the name stand for?
To
What
them, a
does- we have
biscuit
to
isn't
know
what.
the name stands for.
What the fuck's a
There's
biscuit?
wheat
Are we talking about
and
these
a Bix.
flaky things that we put sausages in or gravy
It's
on?
like shredded wheat, essentially.
You have chicken and mashed potatoes and biscuits.
What?
Wait, we're talking
Why
about
would
our
you have
biscuits or your
biscuits with what?
biscuits?
Chicken? What?
Not for the reason.
See, this is the cultural differences that.
What are you on about? Like, what? I haven't heard that before. Why would you have biscuits?
I
with
know what it is because I've
freaking
been to
chicken?
the States and have relatives there, so
Wait,
I'm familiar
Pop,
with.
Do you not know about American biscuits?
they let you in.
Yeah, American biscuits
They
are
did.
very, very different from yours.
Yeah.
It looks like a scone.
I have a
It's like
bunch of biscuits in front of me.
Have you not heard of biscuits and gravy?
Why would you? Well, what the hell? Why would you get? this
Because our
gravy?
biscuits are different than yours.
And it's different
Our
gravy
You sound
than
so
theirs
offended,
too.
yo.
They have brown gravy. That's what
We have white
breakfast gravy. Yeah.
white sausage gravy is
All right,
amazing.
that's like say.
See,
Oh, how about I
in
get
the
these?
UK.
Oh,
in the
thank
UK,
you, Max.
we-
Max,
yeah.
yes, pierogies are absolutely fantastic.
I
They
actually
are
really,
one of the
I
best.
actually
the
really
UK,
like pierogies.
I am very glad True Pop Culture read that instead of me because I was gonna say something far worse.
I love
They're-
pierogies.
They're
They're
essentially
awesome.
dumplings.
What are they?
essentially, That's what they are.
What is it?
They're
It's-
essentially dumplings.
It's like a
Yeah.
lasagna noodle with potato, like mashed
Yeah.
potato inside it.
Only
yeah.
they would think of sticking a starch in a starch.
Shut
I
up.
think in the UK we just sort of have gravy,
like
you
a
know,
future.
on meat and stuff. Whereas I think in the US some people sort of have it
I mean, to
strapped
me,
up
that,
to an IV and
that,
carry
that
it out.
sounds like dipping a chocolate bar in freaking gravy. It's ridiculous.
That's not what. That's not our biscuits.
We do that like at the state fair. I mean,
Yeah.
Here's the problem with American food when it comes to gravy. There's a place here where I live that makes what they call a hot hamburger. And basically you have a plate, hamburger patty, fries, and then just coat it in brown gravy.
Sounds
This all
delicious.
sounds
Sounds
It
great.
actually is quite delicious, but yeah, that's
Okay,
Um,
real quick, Pop.
Yeah.
When it comes to our biscuits versus your biscuits, which are like cookies or whatever, our biscuits
ahead.
are these like clumps of bread that are maybe buttery but not sweet.
Oh, so like scones.
In UK language, it
That's
looks
what
like
they
a
would say they
scone.
were.
Yeah.
were
It looks like a
scones.
scone, but it has the consistency of almost like a fairy cake, but it's savory and it goes like it's really buttery and it goes
wait,
well
what
with gravy and
The fairy cake.
chicken.
Is this
Bro,
some sort of like gay
Alright.
bread?
it
Hey,
is, yeah.
really
I am
interested now.
I am very glad in the
Keep
chat.
in mind
people
we're
are
on
we
appreciating
eat them
YouTube
Polish
at
cuisine, by
and
the way.
Rumble.
we eat them at Drag Queen Story Hour.
That's what Dermy calls his back end. Fairy cake.
I'm very glad chat in here appreciate Polish cuisine. I could not be more proud.
Why? But you're a Brit.
Shut up.
Everything's in jars and is pickled when you go in the Polish shop.
I don't like pickles, so I wouldn't know. You know. But, hey. My brothers love them. I absolutely love them. I don't know how they disgust me sometimes. The pickles, but you know.
Pop's always pushing people with his Polish sausage.
Oh, you should try
I heard something
cabanosy.
completely
You should
different
try
there.
them.
Polish
They are
sausages.
so good. Cabanosy, like the strips of meat, like a snack food. They're always like in your fridge, and then they're gone like the next day because you keep eating them and returning to the fridge.
They look like
It's
dog
really
treats.
freaking good.
They do.
Scooby snacks.
They look like dog treats, but they
Them's-
taste good.
Them's fighting
What,
words,
what
Paul.
the fuck are you feeding your dog, Kenzo? Jeez. I mean, like, but Paul Hidoken, you take that back right now.
That's
Well,
fighting words.
you know, everything's bland compared to the food where I live. I mean, Louisiana Cajun food is pretty
for
spicy.
sure.
Dude, honey, I live in the UK, all right? Nothing is going to beat your blandness.
So you're a Brit?
I live.
Caught in 4K,
Sir, true pop culture.
That was a fascinating talk about biscuits. Anyway, and
yeah.
Are you Polish in the streets and British in the sheets, or is it?
I won't answer that.
He has nothing to say to that.
And on that note, let's give a huge shout out to CJP for creating something for our little meme breaks, which we're about to play. So let's get ready. Here we go.
Hey, I like that. It's kind of like a Batman thing.
And
It doesn't even need a caption. It's just perfect.
Oh my!
Horny elf.
It's like no green rocks, and Kenzo had a baby with like a ginger beard, you know.
I like it. I like
Why
it.
the mummy?
I accept this.
Who's Aragorn?
Horny elf.
wait, why am I the little dude? What is he?
You're part of the
Remember,
Disney-
no dwarves. We can't have dwarves anymore.
You're part of
No
the
dwarves.
Disney white actor. What was it again, Jason?
Hang
Oh,
on.
Disney.
no,
I don't think he was a dwarf. The
I'm
guy who
filling the
played
diversity
Wait.
quota.
Wait,
Nah.
I can't
Gimli
remember.
was a dwarf.
Yeah, Gimli was,
Was,
but the
was
actor
he an
wasn't.
actual dwarf actor?
No, the
Yeah.
actor
No, he
was
wasn't
not.
a dwarf
No, he was
He's
a
actor.
actually like over
Scottish guy.
6 feet.
He was in that show Sliders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, hang on.
Was
Wasn't
John
he
Rhys
Stella
Davies?
in Indiana Jones
Yep,
as well?
he was.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Stella.
Okay, so
It's,
fun fact: my brother met him, the actor. So,
Awesome.
but yeah.
It's Disney
think
White
good.
Actor Removal Vocational Equity Squad.
That is a kosher dwarf. everyone.
Yes, but failing both the Jewish and dwarf quotas.
Is there any?
we also
someone,
have-
Is there someone ginger in? Okay, no, I won't finish that question. Who's someone
I
who's
want to
Jewish
know
and
where
ginger?
your brain is going right now.
Superman,
Yes.
Superman when
We
he's
are
not mining
everywhere.
green rocks.
Nice.
We also have another one here from for Horny Elf.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Yes.
What was who,
Alf
who
X.
put out that
No,
meme with all the
please.
Legion in it, and they made me
I think
black?
it was Skirmitar.
Yeah.
No, that was Kenzo.
Was it Kenzo?
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm black too. Oh, okay.
Apparently, I'm a black. Apparently, I'm a black girl.
I thought
Yeah.
that's
Wait,
what
hold up, hold up.
Melmacians when you shave the fur off, they're that color underneath.
I like it.
I love how that's
Go
the
back to this
response to this.
Why am I black?
I like CJ's pose is the best one, isn't it? I think.
It really is.
Why am I like a little gay
I don't-
version of Green Rocks now? What the hell?
I don't know. Dermy
Okay,
is really checking out Extra Zero's back taco.
Yeah, he is staring at
It's
that.
either Extra Zero
Extra
or
Zero
Spaghetti.
has the most sexiest pose there. Let's be
And
honest.
Simpy Cloud.
This just looks like a really bad.
What's that? Oh, there.
Party City.
He's dressed like what's that duck called from like the puppet thing? What's it called?
Big Bird.
Yes, Big Bird. He looks like
That duck,
Big
Big Bird.
Bird.
Yeah. That-
yeah.
He's
From
a
Yeah, it looks
Sesame
bad
Street.
even in this.
Demi,
We
you
also
are
have
the
another
center of the
one
gayness.
from.
worst season of Drag Race ever.
That's our 2023. That's our 2023 fast photo.
well, you know, Story Hour's been canceled apparently.
We also have this one from Dolomite.
I have, who is this woman?
I don't care who
Like,
she is. I like her.
I've never seen her in any memes or anything. I just keep seeing the image, right? I don't know where this comes from.
Oh, so she was a crazy person that was on
Or
a
was she?
plane and swore that the person next to her was a shapeshifter or a lizard person. And blinked.
Reptilian.
Well, he was a
Really?
he was a Satanist, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
He was
it
just
was
a regular
weird.
Satan.
He was like messing around with her. And the people behind him were laughing and getting that it was all a joke. and then she absolutely lost her mind.
Okay, hold on. This is the third stream I've been on where people been talking shit on Satanists. What the fuck is wrong with my religion?
I love how
Sorry,
I love
dude.
how people are like, I can change her.
Yeah.
Listen, she's easy on the eyes. Okay.
It's not the destination, it's the journey, fellas.
Probably wasn't her breast
Story.
moment.
And yeah, so that seems to be the memes for today.
The right thing all I can think of is this is just like the worst Shakespeare in the Park I've ever seen.
But yeah, I think we're all exhausted from memeing so hard over the past few days. We went
memeing?
absolutely wild on Friday Night Tights. We went wild for Flawed Stream. Went wild for Comics Division. Went wild for all these people streaming, and it was just full Aussie, man. I literally opened my eyes and put on the stream. I didn't even get out of bed, and I was memeing. I was ready to go.
I mean, Devil makes some really good memes for Ballbusters and Skinamax.
Yeah, it's true. Midweek hump as well. I was not on the midweek hump this week because I was sick. I did not have a voice, and I got it back, I think, yesterday. So thank God. I'm sorry.
Was it monkeypox?
Yes.
Explains a lot. He's the one that brought him over here too.
I actually wanted, I did want to bring up a little bit more about Hollywood. Did you guys hear that Bob Iger is reducing spending and creation on the new Marvel Star Wars content? I think we are all taking a sigh of relief, guys.
Yes,
what do you think?
We win.
So they're admitting something that this whole community has been preaching for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
Stop pumping out a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah. It's not making him any money. It's not making him any profit. It's losing money left hand over fist. We've been saying this for years, and they keep saying, no, it's doing so well. It's doing so well. Yeah, then you wouldn't be cutting spending to it.
I don't even think reducing the spending to all this stuff is going to help you guys. It's so bland and blah. And I saw the parts of the Ahsoka trailer last night, and I'm just sitting there thinking, why do I care? What is here? Even if you got like limited budgets, you can do some very creative stuff. But the problem is here, they're not creative. They just don't care. They're just putting out shit to put out shit at this point.
They're just raping the EU as usual. They're taking what they think is the best parts of it and then not even doing it correctly.
Yep.
He's the end of the empire. They never actually said that in those books. That was just the title of the first book. That's all.
So this isn't going to make a damn bit of difference. Basically, they're put out the same shit. They'll just do it less frequently.
Filoni's retconning his own stuff like a dumbass.
But they're space whales.
Yeah. Filoni is not
then again,
of Star Wars that everyone keeps saying. No, he's just a hack writer.
But Civil War. Kathleen Kennedy's leaving. Civil War.
Filoni is a company man through and through. There's a reason why Favreau and him have basically.
That's what he is.
Favreau and Filoni have basically parted ways because Favreau got sick of what was happening, I believe, and Filoni is a company man. He'll do whatever he can to make that paycheck.
You know, I heard some inside information that Kathleen Kennedy left the studio yesterday, but she will be returning on Monday.
Really?
I mean, it is the weekend, so that's understandable.
Jason, what do you think about all this? As somebody who's an actual creator of good stories, what do you think about this?
I think this is a step forward towards we're winning or we won, because to someone's point earlier, if what they were doing was creating positive net revenue, they would continue to do it or do more of it. The fact that they're going to be doing less of it is proof that nobody wants it. It feels like homework. They're making it for either themselves or for a small group of people who don't have money to buy it in the first place. And Disney is their market niche is to be family friendly, and they're coming to the realization that boy they've really alienated and disturbed that a tremendous part of that core audience. And I think it's a wonderful thing to the extent that the Marvel movies and the Star Wars movies, they need to be put on the shelves for 10 years so we can cleanse our palate, and then people who love these characters, love the lore, can go back and basically restart these franchises because they're dead. It feels like homework.
I'm of the opinion that after Endgame they should have rebooted the Marvel or MCU.
Well, they could have taken a long time off in order to go into a decent. You could have continued this. They chose not to. They chose to go down shit.
And if you would have rebooted, it would have been so much easier to introduce the X-Men, the Fantastic Four.
Exactly.
You know, and with new actors and whatnot. And it's just take a year's break and then just do that. I guess it flows too risky.
I'm of the opinion that for the Marvel cinematographic universe to work, you really only need to have, you should only have maybe 5 or 6 heroes at a time, and let them be the presence and in the movies for like a 10-year stretch, and then kind of retire them and bring on another round of heroes and teams. And instead, what they've done is instead of telling interesting and entertaining and engaging and inspiring stories, what they've done is they've gotten people to go to these films to see who's in the post-credit scene. And also, can you believe it? We've got this character, we've got this character, we've got this character, we're gonna get this character. It's just they're trying to make you feel wealthy in terms of being a viewer, because there's this wealth of characters, and I don't want a wealth of characters. I want a good, engaging story with just enough characters that I can keep track of, and enough normal people, so that there's normal people around the heroes, so that by contrast the heroes are heroic. But right now it's just basically take your superhero to work day, and there's just too many of them, and they've actually managed to oversaturate themselves.
They did a good job at raising people's expectations with all sort of the new characters and stuff, but I think they quite quickly shit the bed, man. And they raised the stakes way too early. Like, we've already had multiverse and time travel. Like, what's bigger than the whole? The universe was at risk. What's bigger than that?
I don't know how they introduced the X-Men or Fantastic Four at this point. It's too late.
That's what I'm saying.
Too crowded. It's too crowded.
And on top of that, like, one of their Marvel's biggest problems is they're doing what kind of alienates people from comic books. The reason like the Marvel universe started off working was, hey, these are movies, you can interact with them, you don't have to watch all of them. But once Avengers came out, it was like, hey, maybe watch these all. You don't have to, but here, this is going to give you like some backstory and background information. Now it's, if you want to understand what happens in whatever the Marvels, you're going to have to go watch Disney Plus.
You forget,
in order to understand what happens here, you have to go watch back there, and you have to follow this whole thing. But the problem is they're not good.
With that, like, just after all new, all different Marvel, like, they went for a period of like trying to intertwine the sort of comic book and movie universe, and that's why, you know, we had all this crap with the Inhumans, you know, being bought. First of all, they were going to do an Inhumans movie, and then it turned into a failed Inhumans series. Then you had all sort of that Inhuman stuff in the Shield thing. They were trying to replace the X-Men in the comics with the Inhumans, and it flopped. So,
although I do like Anson Mount, who played Black Bolt. He's a good actor.
Yeah, for sure. Like, but the way they went about it, they were going to be their on-screen X-Men. You know, because they didn't have the rights to them at the time. They tried to go all in on it, and people weren't really interested. They wanted the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, but we got that instead.
Because we still haven't actually seen essentially the A tier of Marvel, Fantastic Four and X-Men, we've only been getting C tier this whole time. Characters that people really love right now because the Marvel Cinematic Universe propelled them to new heights, but we haven't seen the go-to people. We haven't really seen Wolverine and the MCU yet. We are about to, and I'm kind of
God, those pictures are beautiful of him in that suit.
Yeah, but they're on strike.
But
now.
he doesn't have his mask on.
Yeah, they
I
halted.
need him with his mask.
They will definitely have him wear the mask. I mean, Ryan Reynolds even took a picture of like an action figure with the mask. I mean, definitely have the mask.
They definitely say Bub.
They halted all filming at this point.
Yeah.
We're not going to get until 2028.
Well, I think like they're definitely going to make a deal with the actors.
Have a good day, Mags.
Well,
Enjoy the movie.
I'm not
Thanks
sure.
for coming, Mags.
And dinner.
All right. I have a review for Mission Impossible 7, by the way. Oh yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah. So the thing is, with you know, I forgot it.
You're trying to say that they'll probably make a deal with the Actors Guild a whole lot sooner than the Writers Guild. The thing is, though,
I don't know if they have to make a deal with both of them or not.
I think they have to make a deal with both of them. This is the whole idea of the actors going on strike, is it's going to help out the writers, so then they'll make a deal with both sides.
But they do not want to make a deal with the writers. That's the thing.
No, they don't want to make a deal with writers, but the actors going on strike essentially kind of might cause their hand because they need the actors. They actually need the actors. And when it comes to writers, like the good writers were still writing. The bad writers weren't.
If they offer like a banger deal to the actors, could they just like fuck you writers and just ditch them essentially?
I don't know.
No, indie films you can use people outside the Screen Actors Guild. But if
You know what I was thinking. Jason knows about this, and most of you guys probably do. The comic book code authority. People, used to be like, "Oh, we're stuck because we have to have that," and then people just simply didn't do that. Can the actors and writers just do the same?
So even if some of the writers right now are working, like the good writers, the people that actually care, they are going home late at night. They're on the picket line going like, "Yeah, strike," but then they're going home and writing. The thing with the Film Actors Guild, Screen Actors Guild, whatever the heck you want to call it, I call it Film Actors Guild. It's kind of hard to be a part of their union and to go act on the side. You really can't do that because you are the commodity.
You can't do it. You'd ruin your career, man. They wouldn't.
Yeah.
Hire again.
So basically, they're blackmailing actors and writers.
You'd get blacklisted if you did.
Well, they're blackmailing actors. They're really not blackmailing writers because again, the good writers are going home and writing and still putting out work, but the actors are the ones that are now like crap. The good actors can't go out and act.
They're not saying you can't write at home, right? But you just can't write and get paid for writing.
But I mean, the people that are at home writing are probably also getting paid for writing. But you can hide the fact that you're doing your job when you're a writer.
Do you think they're writing and then putting it in the drawer for after the strike
later? Yeah,
or they're just emailing it to
somebody. Still gonna, if you're a creative type, you're not going to stop having ideas just because you're on strike. Probably going to give you more ideas.
But
maybe something good will come out of these strikes because it might weed out the ones that maybe aren't so great writing wise. I know new to this, and they'll get the hell out. Good writers, I don't see why they would quit
their homes. What do you mean by this?
Well, they'll essentially look for some other jobs, like the less experienced writers, because they're all on strike, and who's going to stay? Essentially, the better writers.
It'll be interesting to see how long it goes on for and where it goes. This might be a chance for independent content creators to start making some more stuff.
Or it'll just burn down all to the ground, which I approve as well.
So. You might get you might get some more
like, I can only make only so many cartoons in a fucking month, guys. Give me a break here.
Like indie creators,
you might start seeing some more like stuff like Normal World, some sketch comedy / podcast shows. You might start seeing some actual, sitcoms or whatever start showing up on YouTube. And these other.
the good writers and the creative people that aren't under the good writers that even are under the union that are still writing, they're still going to be putting stuff out. But then like the people that aren't unionized, like, you know, us here on YouTube, we don't fall under any of this stuff. So we can just start putting out stuff. Indie creators now, they do work a little bit slower, but yet they still put out good stuff because they're creative. They want to put out good stuff. That's what it is. And I saw what your first thought said. Technically, yes, the Writers Guild and the Film Actors Guild are separate divisions. Thing is, though, the Actors Guild kind of went in on this because of the writers. So the whole thought process is if they're going to negotiate with the actors, they're also going to negotiate with the writers.
Well, you're seeing some of the stuff that bedroom editors are doing and independent filmmakers now. It's really good. Lethal had a guy on his Lethal Talk that was making a Halo sort of fan-funded movie with his pals. It looks awesome.
I've never been called a bedroom editor, but that is so descriptive.
You're not a bedroom editor. You're like a.
Well, I mean, I do it anywhere,
like
but like,
editor.
yeah,
It's
I
not
can
a
do it in the
derogatory
bedroom.
term, dude. You know.
Does
mine
that
is a
line,
good
does that line work
derogatory
on the
term.
ladies? I haven't been I've been in
Hey.
the dating pool in a long time.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
don't know if
bedroom
this
editor, baby.
Yeah.
Don't
Already
worry, in the
you in
bedroom.
my
a whole
bedroom.
better
Like,
What that
I
Adam
am
22 guys doing?
I'll edit the shit out of you when we get home.
Dermy's always talking about your bedroom eyes, but I never heard a bedroom editor. So.
Listen,
that Adam,
things get
how would
better
that
in the
even
bedroom.
work?
That's all I'm gonna say. I can edit stuff in the bedroom.
So you're essentially on your phone when you do it, or what would that pose look like? Like, editor.
No, saying like
you know what,
after
Trupot?
they've left,
We'll let you come up
innocent.
with
I
that.
love it.
after they've
We'll let
left
you come
Daddy's
up with that,
bedroom, they
mate.
can't walk right, so they're edited. Like,
It's because you
I
forgot to do the keyframe in Kenzo.
yeah, the walking gait is edited slightly.
The
If
keyframing's
you
off
wanted
in
to
the bedroom,
design like
you're
a
screwed, man.
like a sex move, like how would it look like a bedroom editor? I don't know. No idea.
We'll tell you on Friday, dude. This ain't the right stream.
This is a meme. This is going to be a meme soon.
baby, I will make it go slow mo.
Well, now all I can think of is Wayne's World when he's on top of Tia Carrera and he's going camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2.
I will separate your audio and clip that so much. Okay,
Bigger in
okay.
the bedroom.
You fucking degenerates here. All right, so let's.
Jeremy has infected me. Okay, it's his fault.
You're the one that's asking this stuff live on stream. It's like this is the meme stream. We'll talk about this on Mayhem. What's the expose look like?
Yeah, I've been on too
Like,
many streams of his. All right, I apologize humbly. All right,
It's okay.
we will learn how. We will teach you degeneracy, and we will learn when time to talk degenerate and when time not to talk degenerate. Okay.
it was an innocent question, though. I guess.
Yeah. In this stream, innocent
So
questions
innocent.
aren't a thing. Right? Just saying. So I actually wanted to bring something really cool. I found. I'm sure you guys probably heard of it, but they are releasing a haptic gaming suit for the Assassin's Creed Mirage game.
Oh yeah.
What?
My response to this is it was like a shooter game. You'd rip that shirt right off. It was just like the pain would be.
Wait.
it's-
I don't know what they were thinking.
But how is that going to work though? Like you can't actually do some of the parkour and everything, like
So
in
it's
your
like-
house. So like when you hit a wall, is the suit just gonna like knock you over?
No. It's more like a right. So you know the haptic feedback PS5 controller, and you kind of shakes in places and stuff like that.
No,
You
I
can
don't
feel
because
stuff
I
in
don't
your
play
hands.
PS5.
Oh, because you're poor.
Okay, Brett.
Damn.
You just got
fired.
called poor by a Polish guy. You must be so
By a
poor.
Polish refugee.
I'll remember this on Monday. Screw all the other
Okay.
topics. We're going straight into that
I'm
degeneracy
poor as
for
well.
you.
All right, does that make you feel better?
No.
So how far down is it? It stops at the waist.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
I
Why
didn't-
would you want to?
Wait a minute. Were you looking for haptic feedback in the crotch area?
Yeah, just,
Hey,
you know,
you never know,
You
man.
need
if you're
the
jumping
cheat
over a
codes.
wall and your balls graze it, you know, you want to know.
Think of it like having.
I'm just imagining Assassin's Creed character just get his balls stuck on the wall, falling over.
We are in Ready Player One territory here, guys. Like,
Can I just say I don't think this is gonna go anywhere because this.
yeah.
I don't know how this system's gonna work, and also like. I'm not excited for Assassin's Creed Mirage. I love the Assassin's Creed franchise, but
I don't
after,
know. The gameplay looks good.
It's the story.
I never got into the Assassin's Creed games. I think they just pump them out too quick. There's too many, like one every year. It seems
Well,
like
this one's been like it's been like a 2-year wait, maybe 3 years. I don't remember when Valhalla came out, but the problem is like, Origins was okay. It dealt with Egyptian stuff, and it just kept going weirder and weirder from there. And the thing with like Mirage, the character you're focusing in on is a character from the past who's now reliving his history, and he was a bad guy in the last game, and I really don't want to. You're going all the way back to the beginning, and I don't want to deal with this dude. I didn't like him there.
But have you seen the trailer for it? The mechanics look amazing.
Right.
They have like
They
little
might
cutscenes. You can like knock down, build like pieces of furniture, and there's like a little.
But the mechanics have been the same for the past couple of games. So,
well, I think they mixed it with the mechanics that they had in the previous games before Odyssey, and they mixed it with the Odyssey mechanics.
Right.
I'm not looking forward
essentially,
to it.
what I think Dermy might be worried about is they are selling this game as, oh, it's a proper Assassin's Creed game, back to, Black Flag and Revelations, that kind of gameplay of stealthiness, your blade actually kills people instead of, needing to be the right level. But I think that, okay, maybe it will have some stealth aspects to it. Stealth will be a thing in Assassin's Creed games again. But I think they're going to sneak some RPG elements in there as well, which is going to be bloody annoying.
Is this going to be an exclusive thing for just Assassin's Creed, though? Right?
No, I think apparently they already have it for other games.
Because I don't know if it's just me being degenerate or like how society is falling.
It's available for Fortnite. It's already running on Fortnite.
Nah, I'm
Valorant,
imagining
CS:GO,
I'm
Apex.
imagining Amaranth and a couple of other bots with like a mannequin on their screen, and they're stroking the mannequin's body, and then there's like a sea of incels plugged into these haptic bodysuits, spamming the donate button, going, "Oh,
you should write this down for like a dystopia.
What is this apocalyptic future you're imagining?
Yeah,
that's what. That's
Kenzo. You could probably wear this shirt on your crotch.
That's where it's going, bro. I'm telling you. That's as soon as I saw that, I just thought, no, that's where it's going.
Apparently, you'll be able to feel bleeding, bullet entrance and exit. Why would you want to feel that?
Why would you want to feel that? Why?
Yeah, but you'd want to feel. Well, I wouldn't.
Unless you're a sadomasochist.
Talking a bit about dystopia, have you guys seen this trailer for some kind of comedy with Emilia Clarke and the guy who played Mordor in Doctor Strange movies? I can't pronounce his name. Chichwa.
I know you mean.
Something like that.
The guy with the brown eyes.
I think it was something. Yeah,
he was in Serenity.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He was really good in Serenity.
Well, he was the villain, wasn't he? I haven't watched all of it yet. I should probably.
You have to.
So Itafor, I think is his name.
It's okay. I'll paste it in the chat. Maybe we could react to it because this is just creepy. They're trying to sell the movie as a comedy, but it's just like this is a dystopian idea.
I'm trying to be a bit more careful on the channel, so I can't really play it. Definitely.
I don't know if you. Okay. Fair enough.
It is what it is.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, that Dribble song also got me a copyright claim. So
really, wow.
Yeah, it seems like YouTube is starting to be a lot more unfriendly place to review things.
It is an indie movie, I think.
Well, when it comes to some of the stuff, you have to plan it out ahead of time, and also like a lot of it ends up being just not a YouTube bot itself, or the content creator can just do it. It really
Okay.
Are you getting claimed
Hey,
for
Jessica, how you doing?
Are you getting claimed for trailers?
Yeah, some
Yeah,
trailers
I
can
got-
get you claimed.
That doesn't make any sense. You would think you would want people to review it
Well,
and
like,
get the word out.
Well, like the
I don't think you'd
Warner
get
Bros. Is
claimed for
bad at
this.
Warner Bros. Is
But,
bad at claiming people, like really bad. Disney won't claim, but like it always, you never know. So you can watch it if you want to, but you might get claimed. It won't.
Yeah,
harm your channel,
I
but-
really am pushing for the channel to get monetized, so I'm trying to be a bit more careful. We're so close. We're like 50 hours away. So if you guys go back and play some of the streams and you enjoy it, please help us out.
It just as a business strategy, it doesn't make sense to hammer people for viewing your trailer.
Well, yeah, it doesn't make sense, but at the same time, like some of the times it's just a YouTube bot. Like Dan Vast won't strike you, but YouTube will strike you on Dan Vast.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube will do it, but I know that Dan. I think if you reach out to him, he'll fix something. But I don't know how that works. But
that's
you know what's great?
Like YouTube just does it. So
Paul Hadouken is a great dude. He makes music and he lets the Legion use it. So that's how we get around a lot of it. If you guys know like musical creators, reach out to them. If you guys are making a video, ask them to use their to use their music. Help the people in your community. If they say yes, that's great. Even if you can't afford it to like pay anybody, promotion and exposure do help. So we really appreciate Paul for helping us out.
Yep, he's the king.
So in that movie, the egg with the baby, is it a real baby or is it a proto baby? What's the background on that?
I have no idea. It's a real baby.
Real baby.
And essentially, it's like a womb factory, and this couple want to have a child, and they're getting it from this pod, and the baby is in this pod apparently, and she can't get pregnant, and blah blah. But it's comedic. I pitched that movie to you. That sounds like depressing dystopia. But it's comedy, and I just find that incredibly strange, to be honest.
What's the comedy premise? Like the egg, the pod.
The father wants a natural baby, and they have like a couple, romancy, funny kind of conflict, essentially.
Okay,
like family troubles, essentially, that kind of thing.
Okay, I was thinking maybe it's like we sent you the wrong pod, like that's not your baby, something like that. But okay, all right. I'll check it. I kind of saw the trailer with the sound off, so I'll check it out. But it did seem a bit unsettling.
Do you guys ever think, like, go into like this whole idea? You ever think a few nurses have ever gone to the baby wing and just changed some names around?
Sure.
I would not be surprised.
Okay, does anyone in chat know a nurse, and would you ask them essentially? Like, do you know?
Are you telling chat to think on people?
Like, no. What's the general consensus? Do nurses know something that we don't? Essentially,
the law of big numbers.
This is swapping babies. This is highly immoral.
If there's 300 million Americans, you got to figure at some point some nurse did it because they were vindictive or mentally ill or something. It had to have happened at some point.
Yeah.
We wanted to see what happens. You know what? I'm gonna change. These two babies look very similar. We're just gonna change the names and see what the parents do.
Well, the parents
That's
might be
scary.
like, this doesn't look exactly like my baby. So then they'd have to do a blood test, which means they have to take the baby's blood, which is fucked up. So
as long as the white
that
baby's
kind
going
of
to the white family, the black baby's going to the black baby, I don't think we're gonna have a big problem here.
Paul, if you do that, don't expect the best rating. Just saying.
Oh shit!
What do you mean if you Uber them?
No. All right. Paul, don't ask them directly, like if they did it, but if they know anything in general, do nurses do that kind of thing? If you heard anything like that, I'll ask it that way. Just not offend her. All right.
Yes.
Cheers.
Let me see what core member said.
What did core member say? Oh,
I was born into a white Catholic family. I always wondered why my name was Latoya.
I don't get it.
Oh my god.
Oh my good lord. My sweet summer child.
Paul's going all in. He's gonna ask.
This is something I think we need to be asked. Okay, has anybody ever changed the names around and
I'm sure there's
purposely skipped up messed up the babies?
And that's when Paul's night took an unexpected turn.
I want to know.
Are you just hoping that you find out that you're actually the long lost son of some like eccentric billionaire?
No, I'm more asking for my brother because he looks nothing like me, and I'm convinced that he has better genes that I obviously didn't get. I look too much like my dad.
Yeah, I can sympathize.
Who does he look like? The milkman.
The milkman.
Apparently, he looks like my granddad, but
well, you are from that kind of area. I
listen, my whole family's weird. I'm brunette. My brother's blonde. My sister's
your uncle. Did you say your uncle grandpa?
Yeah, I mean, like
No,
sometimes it's like a thing. Like you look, your siblings don't look anything like your dad or your mom, but then you look like your pictures of grandparents and uncles, and you're just like, damn, that looks exactly like them, essentially.
I'm more shocked that you guys are skipping over the fact that both my parents are brunette. I'm brunette. My brother is a blonde, and my sister's a ginger.
Oh, okay.
I'm curious how you guys are skipping over all that.
Yeah, just in response to what Cellshade just said in the chat there, yeah, I'd love to do the Isom fan art, but unfortunately I don't qualify, not being a US resident.
Oh, because you're not in the States?
Nope. And I'm ginger.
Well, it's only for US states.
No, it's only for US residents. Yeah.
Oh, that's unfair.
No, it's not, because some of the prizes are like contractual work agreements, and it gets complicated when you do it outside of the US. So I fully understand where he's coming from, and I have no gripes. I'm sure further down the line he'll probably take that into consideration and do another one with an easier prize that you can just ship out, But these prizes that are available, it's not feasible for it to be for us foreigners.
Eric Gillette,
he knows what he's doing, doesn't he, Jason? Yeah. He's a smart guy.
Eric Gillette ain't messing with no VAT tax, I tell you that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I actually,
come on, you guys.
Taxation is theft,
weird.
man. He don't want to be getting thieved by our government as well.
So basically, I did want to share. I'm not going to share the video, but I'm going to share like a screen grab of it. If you guys have not seen It's a Gundam's video on his channel, go watch it. I was sitting there, I was blown away, not only by his knowledge of Superman, but how his understanding of the character was and his editing skills. Holy
dude, he's a legend.
Shit.
Just his voice is funny. I mean, the content is fun. I subscribe to his channel, and I get a kick out of watching him. But I mean, the guy could be reading the ingredients off a cereal box and it'd be funny, just his voice. But I'll check this one out. It looks good.
But he's
I highly recommend it if you're a fan. If you're a fan of Superman,
so many levels.
I wouldn't watch.
I'm a fan of It's a Gundam. I'm also a fan of
Papa
Superman,
Gundam.
Okay, Soups, you're a Superman fan, right? I have like these mutuals on Twitter who are debating constantly whether the Lois Lane is hot or not. What would you
depends on what iteration. If you're talking about this one, I like
the look.
This one, she's fit, but the new one,
she's fine.
Absolutely,
the new one's an anime character that isn't Lois Lane, but
she looks like a boy.
I like the new one. But she's not Lois Lane.
That's why Dermy likes the new one.
Yeah, because it's a 15-year-old boy.
Soulshade. Looking forward to seeing Cellshade's fan art.
Oh yeah, I cannot. When he picks a winner, are they going to be releasing all the fan art? Because I love seeing all the art on Twitter.
A lot of people have been posting it on there. They don't have a dedicated thread, but like I think if you just go to the hashtag, there's quite a lot of it on there already.
Listen, the book's supposed to be shipping out here by the end of the month. I hope I get it before Anime Matsuri.
What cover did you go for, Daimi?
A.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did A last time as well, and I liked A a little bit more. So, what did I might buy another copy too, because I want to get one graded.
Okay, so there is one more topic that I wanted to cover. And that is Superman Legacy. Have you guys been seeing the casting that's been coming out of it?
No,
Yeah?
absolutely not.
Yes, I have.
Who's Nathan Fillion?
Oh,
If I
Funny
did-
because
don't-
you've been the
more
voice of
Hal Jordan.
Jordan's. Yeah.
Mm.
So
And
can
they
he pull
chose him
off
for
the-
Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
What?
Can he pull up the accent?
Do you
don't
think maybe that's a trick? Could that be
They
a
did it on
trick?
purpose.
But what I
definitely
mean
did
is he's actually is Hal Jordan, but they're just trying to be like wind you up by saying that it's Guy Gardner. I'm holding out
why
hope.
not?
I think you could do a good Guy Gardner. The thing is, we haven't had a voice guard. We've only had like 2 or 3 versions of Guy Gardner on the screen, so he could probably do it. Yeah, I said it.
Gardner.
Gardner?
Gardner.
Yeah, okay, so there are a couple iterations. There are a couple iterations of Guy, but they always come out him being the biggest douchebag
Yes,
on the planet.
because he's a blue collar guy. He's off.
Is that why they make him a d-bag?
I thought
Kind of.
in the silver age wasn't he mentally impaired by like a head injury or something like that? I thought that's how it started, and then they just went like made him more and more obnoxious.
He's kind of like
so Dermy can identify.
Well, no,
Yeah, Dermy
I
was
actually had
like
this
in
kind of
the
explained
Silver Age.
recently. This is on a Static's channel. They had a Left Eye Ego, and I cannot remember the guy who he
Abomination
streamed a lot with.
AJ.
Abomination AJ on, and they were actually talking
Great
about Green
guys.
Lantern, and they said nobody really likes Guy Gardner except for like blue collar people because he speaks to him because he's the blue collar Green Lantern. He's more of a rough, gruff guy, where the other guys are, they're military guys, they're more professional, they know what they're doing, but Guy Gardner is the rough, gruff guy. So I actually do kind of like Guy Gardner because I'm a blue collar guy.
Yeah, you like guys.
And Gardner.
My
so
favorite's
it's-
still Jon Stewart, but Guy Gardner does speak to me at a
Yeah.
different level.
John
And I-
Stewart is fantastic, and I really do think they should have put him in the movie because you could give some flashback scenes of where he was, like what he was doing in the military and how that relates
But
to being the
we are
Green
gonna-
Lantern.
We are going to get Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan though.
When?
Because remember, Superman Legacy is
Oh,
the
that-
Superman
but-
movie, but they do have a
Right.
Green Lantern show on the works as well.
Lantern.
Right.
That's why they're not releasing
Wait,
that information.
hang on.
yet.
Wasn't Guy Gardner already cast in that Superman show, but it was cancelled? I'm pretty sure Jason
Yes. So-
Lock or something like
So
that.
in the prior Green Lantern series that they had planned, because this Green Lantern series has been in the works for a while now, it was going to be based on the first Green Lantern guy, not Hal Jordan, the other guy.
Alan
I
Scott.
don't
one of
remember
us-
his name.
Scott?
Yeah. It was going to be based on him as a gay guy and Guy Gardner. That all got destroyed. That got shit can't shut up. Now be based on Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart as buddy cops.
I like that. That's not a bad way to
Oh,
do it.
I
I mean,
forgot
they-
they announced
Snyder was
that.
gonna
I
introduce
completely
them all
forgot.
as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, I remember now. I completely forgot they didn't even announce that. Why did I forget that?
And the show is also going to be in like a true crime aspect. So
Oh, okay. So
that's
they're
why
probably gonna make it
Nathan
like
Fillion
dark.
being Guy Gardner, because you guys keep because I can't say it right apparently.
Gardner.
Do this the
Because he's
hard
Guy.
way.
I'm not even going to try it because he's Guy.
I'm
They
gonna go
probably
down
have
the
two
street
different
getting a
actors
pizza,
already
eh?
there.
Because I'm a gardener. I'm gonna trim my hedges, eh?
Shut up. They also cast Metamorpho recently as well.
They did.
Yes, they did. And it's
Morpho?
played.
Here's
Uh,
a funny little fact.
He played Victor Zaslav in.
Yeah, he played
also
Zaz,
was in
yeah.
Barry. He was Hank in Barry. He was
I
very
think
good.
they
in
chose a good person for a metamorpho.
Yeah.
He
Honestly,
played a gay
I
Chechnyan
think that
gangster, and he was one of the main characters of the show. He was hilarious.
so far I've had zero complaints about the casting, even from Mr. Terrific, who's like a little bit more on the like they're gonna have to beef him up for Mr. Terrific, but I think they got a good actor to play him.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Was that guy
He's
Darwin in the
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh yeah, the Hawk Girl actress in here. She played Dora the Explorer in the live-action movie.
How you know that?
No
I'm really curious
way.
about. But
Twitter.
yeah,
It's his favorite movie. What are you talking about?
People were bullying James Gunn. I was like, we all know why she was cast in this role. And then
Some people have been
complaining.
complaining that he's introducing too many characters already as well.
Yeah.
I think you missed the insult there, but yeah.
The movie. Jason was saying you only need 5 or 6. You don't need a whole league to be in the movie.
But he's also
I
talking
mean,
about like
they try and give you too
only
much
need
at
a
once.
handful. And I do think there is a criticism here. Like, this is a Superman movie. Why am I getting Hot Girl? Why am I getting Mr. Terrific? Why am I getting Guy Gardner?
I think it's too much too soon.
Yeah, I agree. Elf.
I think he's trying to set up that this universe has always been around. It's always been interactive. It's always been a thing, and there's already heroes established.
Yeah, but it's a reboot though. We gotta start. From
it's a brand new unit. It's a
They
brand
could
new
have done that
universe, and you're right.
subtly. They could have done that by hinting at people, by having articles. They could have done it. Clark Kent's reporting on something to do with superheroes. They didn't have to introduce them all. That's
Jason. You were trying to say something.
So it sounded like I know James Gunn said I don't want to do the origin of Superman, again, because we've already seen it, which is that's an interesting take. As long as whatever they do as a body of films is internally consistent, so be it. But I'm assuming that what's going to happen is that like this squad of heroes is like going to get in over their head or something to that effect, and they'll call on Superman. So I'm holding out hope that they're in there as a garnish or to kind of add something to the recipe, and they're not like in the middle of the. I'm hoping they're not going to kind of crowd out Superman. So I'm cautiously optimistic.
I'm hoping they're not just being used to further the franchise. Like, you can have a Hawkgirl movie next, and
they probably will do that. But what I'm thinking, and this is just me, like playing off Jason's idea. Were any of these guys a part of like the Justice Society before Justice League?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Hawkgirl was. I don't remember if Guy Gardner or Mr. Terrific were, because I'm starting to think, what if they're going to do like these guys are the Justice Society, kind of like what Jason was saying? They get in way over their head, and Superman, who my understanding is he's not fully Superman yet, but he has his powers and everything. He just hasn't taken up the mantle. He decides to jump in to save the day and takes up the mantle of Superman.
Well, I mean, you don't have to do an origin story. I mean, look at the newer Spider-Man movies. I mean, whether you like Tom Holland or not, they're decent movies. He's not my favorite Spider-Man, but they didn't do an origin story for him.
I'm getting flashbacks to what I saw on Twitter with Tom Holland.
We saw what Tom Holland did yesterday. We don't need to go.
Don't say that name today. That's just.
It's funny that you said. It's funny that you said like I don't like Hollywood, and then that comes out essentially like, oh,
it's pretty obvious why he doesn't like Hollywood.
That's probably why.
That's probably
why. Jonathan, it should be posted on the pinned comments. Not really sure.
Check pinned comments and check description, right?
Description. I did not put it in the description, but I certainly should.
God, you got criticized by Trav to put it in the description, and you don't even put it in the description.
I forgot. Give me a break. Oh, hail to Mephisto, who sent who did a raid and sent a whole bunch of viewers.
Nice.
So thank you very much. Give me 1 second, mate. I'll throw it in the. Well, it just popped up on my end, so.
Well, we should be able to see it on our end.
I will fix that. Yeah, I'm throwing the dono in the chat. I appreciate you for reminding me, because I am stupid and I don't remember anything. But yeah, I'm excited for this movie. From everything I've been hearing, I kind of have my hopes up, but I learned my lesson and to kind of not get my hopes up too much. Though what they've been saying about Superman, I haven't seen it yet. I am pretty excited because from what I've been seeing, they might be more respectful of the Superman mythos and character. So
I just have a problem with that particular picture right there, because it really looks like he's kind of just sitting in the clouds getting ready to take a dump.
Do you reckon they'll cast Lex Luthor
Much
next
over.
week? By the way,
Turtlehead's coming out.
You know, I hope so. And if it's not Michael Rosenbaum, I'm gonna be annoyed.
So CJP, that particular shot it's from Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely's All Star Superman, and so that was like a cover shot, and it's kind of to it's kind of create the sense of like what if you could sit up in the clouds, like so. If you haven't read it before, check it out because that still shot, it's kind of misleading. It's a very good story, so check it out.
I'm sure it is. I'm just saying that particular shot, it looks like he's getting like he's contemplating just dropping a douche right there in the air.
Right. And then it would smash through the roof of a taxi, and it would,
like in The Dictator.
Yeah, God, I'd see that movie forever.
That was the first I guess very inappropriate movie I watched, I think, as a young kid.
It's very wrong.
True pop culture. Is there not an animated All-Star Superman movie that came out?
Yeah, there is.
There is?
Yeah. I remember it.
Is it the
well.
one where he answers like this stupid riddle to resurrect Lois
Yeah.
Lane or some
What
stupid
happens
thing
when
like
the immovable force meets the immovable object?
that?
Yep. And Dwayne,
I need to watch that again. I didn't understand it the first time I watched it, but yeah.
So Dwayne McDuffie did the screenplay adaptation for that. It was like the last thing he did before, unfortunately, he passed. Yeah, I highly recommend both the series and that animated movie. I think the animated movie does the story justice. I think it's my favorite, one of my favorite portrayals of Superman. So it's certainly something I go to detox when I see something just terrible done with the DC characters, or I read something, when I venture into the modern DC comics, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I will go back to All-Star Superman, and it's my restore point.
Also, Superman is where he's essentially dying, right? Because he's just
it's basically where his body has absorbed way too much yellow sunlight, so his body is getting oversaturated with power.
And it's been a while since I watched it, so.
And he knows he only has so
Lex
much
Luthor's
time
supposed
left.
to use his powers. I don't know how, but yeah.
Yeah, he has so much time left to live, so he's got to deliberately. I got to wrap this up. I got to do this. I got to fix this, and then I'm not gonna obviously not gonna spoil the ending or anything to that effect. But it's a good exploration of Superman and the mythos. And
I think I might buy the comic now.
Yeah,
I need to watch.
Buy the comic. Buy the comic because the comic is
the only Superman comic I have is Red
fantastic.
Sun, which I gotta say is disappointing. It's
Red
a great
Sun's
idea,
fun.
Red Sun.
Oh,
They mentioned nothing of
Jonathan
Stalin and
Davis.
nothing of the gulags and
Yeah, they
I
did.
don't know. No, they didn't. In the
Jonathan
comics, no, they
Davis
don't.
just tipped $10. You
Jonathan.
mad lad.
Hail,
Appreciate you.
Jonathan.
His message says, yeah, we will have to see about Superman. James Gunn idea of superheroes works well with Guardians. If Peacemaker has any bearing, all he did was make fun of Batman, etc. Don't know if was involved. If he was involved,
he did Peacemaker as well. So
I couldn't
that
get
is a good point.
Peacemaker. I got through like 2 episodes. I couldn't.
yeah. That wasn't for me. I don't know.
James Gunn did say this was not going to be a comedic movie with Superman Legacy, essentially. It's not going to be like his usual, Suicide Squad or Guardians-esque movie.
And real quick, Pop, they do go into the gulags in Superman Red Sun. They do bring them up.
I have the
in
comic.
not
Should I
just
show
the-
it to you? They
animated-
don't mention the gulags.
I have it here right behind me. I've read it multiple times. They do bring up the gulags.
They don't bring up Stalin, huh?
Hey, Mephisto,
sure
we
they don't.
just mentioned you, man. Thanks for the
It's in
raid.
the
man.
gulags.
I'm pretty
And then in
sure
the
they don't.
animated movie, they make the bigger deal the gulags, but over
Exactly.
in the comic, they don't make a big deal out of it.
I think
but
they
they
called
do
it
in
manga.
there, but
I'm
they're
sorry,
still
'cause-
good stories.
Mark
Yeah,
Miller
that's
is
what we-
he's English or Scottish, right?
He's Scottish.
Right. So he obviously doesn't. I don't think he has a good understanding of how destructive communism was, and I think he doesn't critique communism enough. I think it would be an interesting insight to have this
because it
it's
wasn't
a great
a critique
idea,
on-
and it's
It didn't really
it was a
particularly
critique
get
on-
that bad in Glasgow. Communism,
but also like Pop, it was a critique on communism when you understand like the only way for communism to ultimately work was one, they had to have essentially a god take over. He couldn't even do it, so he started reprogramming people with Brainiac technology. That was the only way to get communism to work, was to use Brainiac technology.
Yeah.
They couldn't figure anything else out but to use Brainiac powers on their society and still rule with fear.
They're trying to do that now.
I agree with you that it does provide a critique, but I don't think in certain parts of history it just doesn't mention at all, which bothers me.
Well, because it's still a different universe. It's not our world, and they go into as much detail as they thought was necessary.
It's been too long since I've read Red Sun, so I can't I can't recall exactly how he handles communism, but I do remember I think there's a point where Stalin is like hiding stuff from him.
Mm-hmm.
So to some extent, he's aware that hey, if this they mentor him he mentors him as a protege, and he uses him as a weapon, but I think takes care to hide in
the animated movie, but in the comic,
in the animated movie, he's hidden from the facts of the gulags. In the comic, Stalin dies, he takes up the mantle, but he wants to be a better leader than Stalin.
So why didn't you take over earlier?
Because he had respect for Stalin. Again, this is a Superman brought up under like the pinnacle of communism, because he was such this great being. He was told, hey, be a part of the government, be a force for the government. So he was given all the bounties of being a part of the party. But he didn't see the realities of what not being a part of that party was. So once Stalin died, he said, I want to give everybody this benefits. I want to raise everybody up. And as time went on, we discovered that, yes, he was bringing communism up to this amazing pinnacle. America was actually dying. They had civil wars and stuff. Communism was on the rise. Everybody thought it was great and fantastic. But then as time went on, they started realizing in order for this to work, because you'll always breed resistance. That was the whole idea of Batman. He was the resistance to the communist regime, because there were still bad things going on underneath communism. So Batman gets born. So he wants to breed out all that resistance at all costs. He starts incorporating Brainiac technology. He starts doing this, and he starts realizing you cannot live this world. It's impossible. It does not work. You take away people's humanity. That's the only way to make communism work.
If you guys don't have a chance to read the comic or watch the movie, I highly recommend the motion comic that's here on YouTube. Just search up Superman Red Sun motion comic, and it is also very good. Great sound effects. I think also different voice actors as well. It's honestly pretty cool.
I would say watch both of them, or read it and watch it, because Pop's right. They do go into more detail of the gulags in the animated movie versus the comic, but they do go into the gulags, because that's where they find Bruce Wayne. They find Bruce Wayne as a kid in the gulags.
Oh, gulag. Cool. Goulash. I was getting hungry.
Goulash is also a Polish thing.
Why is King
So it's about that time, guys. I'm choking on my own.
You need to thought about that.
Joe Biden here. Okay.
That sentence. What are you choking on?
What are you choking on?
Canadian wildfires.
You guys are killing me. You guys are legitimately killing me.
A banana?
Green rock?
Okay.
Maybe it's green rocks, you know.
Green something.
Hey, if it's green, you probably should go to the doctor.
Was it this?
Slime me.
And this is why you use the KY jelly, True Pop.
Excuse me. Wow.
So,
do people eat that?
Jason.
Oh my fuck.
How much longer do people have in order to get the comic? Excuse me. I'm dying here.
So what I would say is that Jupiter it's printed. I'm fulfilling, and I've got thousands and thousands of copies here in my studio. So Jupiter's always going to be available. However, what is limited is not necessarily the time, but the time in which you can get Jupiter and the Legion of Memers license to meme. There's only so many of these, and when I'm done fulfilling, I'm going to keep a few extra, but then the remainder I'm going to send to Green Rocks here to give out at meetups and giveaways, prizes. So if you want your official Legion of Memers license to meme, you're going to want to back Jupiter in the next couple days or weeks, because at some point I won't be stocking these anymore. I'm going to give the extras to our good man here. So please go over to Indiegogo, check out Jupiter. There's a trailer. It's 40 pages, full color for $13. All original art, story. Great. It's a great. It embodies my love of the comic book medium. It's got superheroes, surrealism, and satire. So please check it out and get a license to meme. But otherwise, even when the license to memes are out, I'll still have plenty of Jupiter, but you'll want to get that card.
Awesome. And they can go to your Twitter and the Indiegogo pages on there. It's also in the description below, which should help you guys get to the link. Because I did remember to put his link in there, just not ours. So, Kenzo, what are you working on?
I'm just working on a little parody animation for the Full Aussie Boys, and just wanted to give an extra shout out to Lethal Lightning, Rhino, Grant Gregory, Blabs, and Mozza, because they really did say some really nice stuff about my work today on the stream. And if it weren't for No Green Rocks and them guys, I probably wouldn't have even started doing animation in the first place, man. So thanks to you guys and them for inspiring me, and it's been awesome, man. Like, yeah, and I hope to show you this new one next week after, if I can get around to getting it finished, because it is a bit more complex than the puppet rigging stuff that I was doing initially. I've been doing a bit more frame by frame stuff.
There's only one thing I want to know, Kenzo. How do I die?
What's that, dude? I'll take that away.
Because I don't know if you can beat koala shit.
No, not
Banana, banana.
Not this time. You might like your character. You'll like your character in this one. It's
I am so excited.
Got a little different.
He's deep throwing banana.
And I feel so special too. Kenzo's like, "Hey man, check this out. What do you think?" And I got to see it before all you bastards. So your face.
Kenzo's sitting me stuff now too. So
Kenzo, you cheating bastard.
We do have another little thing planned that me and the devil discussed that I'm planning on moving on to afterwards. I've been consulting with the devil for ideas.
That's a bad idea.
So look out
You're
for
gonna
those.
like it, Dermy.
If you guys watched the beginning of Ballbusters yesterday, let it be known that the devil kind of caused all that.
Doesn't he always?
That was my fault.
Dermy, what do you got going on this week?
Well, you can come check me out. I haven't been putting out videos every single day anymore, mainly because half the time I'm asleep due to my schedule. But what we are doing is Monday nights at about 2 a.m. Central Time, maybe about 2:30. I need to check out what time it usually is. We are doing Late Night Mayhem, where True Pop usually is coming on. Kenzo, Devil Made Me Do It, and Cloud, and we're hanging out, talking topics. I'm trying to start using that to cut out some stuff, to put out stuff throughout the week. Then Friday mornings we do another Late Night Mayhem stream where we're going to be teaching True Pop more about degeneracy and KY jelly. And then
you want me to come on that or not?
We're teaching you, buddy. You didn't know we taught you about gerbils and KY jelly last time. It was interesting.
Dermy, you should send him a dozen. You should send him a dozen KY jelly donuts.
I'm thinking about it. That sounds interesting. And then check this out again for Ballbusters, where degeneracy comes together. We talk about some topics. We had a nice, lengthy debate. And there's a good chance we're going to have another one of those debates here soon, because I still need to finish Witch of Mercury, and Adam the Renaissance Nerd didn't like it, and I need to give my opinion on it. So I might win that one. I might.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
My whole panel turns
what
against me in the chat too.
Hey,
you make
Rox,
it easy.
Rox, thanks again for having me on. As always, you can find me on Twitter dropping memes and spicy commentary. Other than that, you can find me when I live stream on my Twitch channel for my gaming streams. I also re-upload to my YouTube. I also have a Rumble, but I'm still trying to figure that out because like none of my videos are moving over except for like 3 of them, so it's crazy. But tonight I'll be on Vets Talking. Tomorrow night I am going to be finishing Halo 1 co-op campaign with Ryan Reaper from the Legion. Still trying to work out getting a game stream with Lethal Lightning. He's got some technical issues, but expect that some point in the future. And tomorrow I have a show that I'm a part of called Star Trek Engage. We are reviewing the last 2 episodes of Star Trek Picard, and then next week we are going to start with the original series, and we're going to do 2 episodes at a time every week. So
nice.
Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern on my channel, on Legion Talk channel, and on Semao, the Infamous channels. We'd multicast. So
nice.
Yeah.
CJP, my dude, what's going on this week?
Well, I will be on Etepa Queen's channel tonight for Saturday night's main event. And then, like I said, on Thursday, I'm starting my first show. And we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to kind of try to work out the kinks of doing a live stream on my own. So see how that goes. And I did drop a new song from my Electronic Noise 2 Digital Boogaloo album. So I've got 2 more songs to write to finish that one off. So that's been my current focus, is getting that one completed out. Yeah, just follow me on YouTube, and I think I've got a Rumble channel. I just don't have that many followers, so I don't know if I'd be able to stream on it yet. I think you have to have 25 to start.
I'm not really sure. Maybe just when you do the Rumble, just or when you do the show, I put your Rumble link in there, and that way it spreads around with your YouTube link, right. And then people will subscribe. Hopefully,
I'm looking forward to seeing how this works.
Well, I hope it all goes well.
Yeah, I mean it's. Yeah, absolutely.
Next week I'll have Paul Hadouken on as my first guest.
Do we have anybody in the Rumble chat, by the way?
I don't know. I haven't checked it because I am an asshole. I am so sorry, everybody on Rumble.
Extra zero.
That was. This is what happens when I don't have my producer.
Yeah.
I suck at everything.
We missed you, Zero.
Yeah, extra zero. Enjoy your vacation, mate. Oh, Dermy, you bastard. Dermy is the only one in chat. He says, gay and boo.
Was that gay with a hard R?
I can't believe I was feeling that bad about it. And then Dermy. True Pop Culture, you got anything going on this week?
Yeah, tomorrow, around 8 p.m. British Summer. Well, actually, not that time. It probably might be 2 a.m. British Summer time. I'm gonna have a special guest, Kretosis. Yeah, he does like regular video game streams. I think he launched a bit of like Fallout. Yeah, it's got a big channel, quite a big channel, and yeah, I can't wait to have a chat with him about some pop culture news, essentially. I'm also I've been launching like new videos like mad. So essentially the way movie reviews and stuff like that is going to work on my channel, I'm going to do a live stream on a new movie I watched, and then I'm just going to edit down a video in that live stream because, you know, I think that's the quickest way to give you guys reviews because, you know, writing scripts and editing a whole bunch, it takes time, really. I want to get stuff to you guys, so please do check out my Mission Impossible 7 review. I do think I have a controversial opinion. I think it wasn't great. I had high expectations for it, and
if you like the number 7, don't you? So.
Right. If you disagree with me, I mean, watch the video. see if I change your mind, about some of the flaws of the movie. I think it was still good, just not as good as I was expecting it to be. I'd give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10, to be honest, maybe a 6. And yeah, so please do check that video out. It's a 6-minute little review. So yeah, thanks. That's all I wanted to promote.
Awesome. Devil Made Me Do It. You got anything going on this week?
A lot. I've got Skinemax tonight. Tomorrow, I might be on the Star Trek episode. I'm not sure because I got to get to my show too, which everyone should go check out. Get ranked on Monday. Ooh, I don't got nothing on Monday. On Wednesday though, I got ETEP show. On Thursday, I'm going to be on Statics, and then Friday, Ballbusters, and some night we have the Late Night Mayhem, which, like Dermy said, we're going to corrupt poor little True Pop, tell him about the joys of Sanchez and how dirty he is. But otherwise...
I think it was Arse Gnomes this week, wasn't it?
Back away.
Oh, yeah, it's
Gnomes was this week. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to reconsider comment on there. Seriously, guys.
You say you say this.
We've worked the whole segment around you being on there now. You have to come.
Realize there's things you can't unlearn. There's things you can't unlearn. Just
exactly.
Don't go
I've learned that this week, Jason.
Yeah. and Pop, you have some of the best reactions. We can't clip it out and make it a video, but it's so fun.
Oh boy!
And I'm Superman. If he wasn't scared of green rocks, leader, creator, and founder of the Legion of Memers. As always, when you make memes, don't forget to hashtag and tag the Legion of Memers on Twitter. Go give us a follow, and you can catch us wherever we are. We typically only do a Saturday stream if we have guests. Sometimes we have shows during the week, but that's why you need to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when that's going to happen, because it's never a set guarantee. Hopefully later in the future, we will start being able to set these things, but unfortunately, fortunately, I have a full-time job and, life gets in the way. But thank you all so much for watching this show, and I think this might be the last show we are not monetized on, so hopefully we'll have tiers and everything like that next week. And thank you all for your support, for the super chats, for chatting, for all of it. And we will see you next week. Bye-bye,
Jupiter.
Bye. Latest players.